What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I am glad you're here with me, and it's going to be a great day. I am forcing positivity today. No, but in all seriousness, I'm here, and I have a cool topic because I think this is really powerful. And we got Civil here with us right away. What's up, Civil? Nice to see you. So today we are going to talk about mentorship and leadership. And I know I've covered this topic in the past, and I know that some people are like, oh yeah, this guy totes mentorship all the time, but I do because it's powerful. And coming out of a weekend that was all about mentorship and leadership, talking about the power of mentorship, the power of leadership, and why it's important, and just some things that I've experienced in the last couple of days that really opened up a lot more of my appreciation for mentorship has really brought about just this topic today. I was actually going to do something different, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit just because of that reason. And yesterday was a rough day, and so it definitely fits in with this. But for those of you that do not know who I am, and if you're new on my profile or new to watching one of my lives, my name is Josh. My wife and I, we are marketers, right? We do a number of things. We've done a number of things. And the biggest thing that we do is we help people change the trajectory of their lives by helping them learn how they can add multiple streams of income, how they can make their money work for them a little bit more instead of them always having to actively work for their money. And then also just helping them live the best life that they can for themselves, each other, their kids, their friends, whatever it is that they want. We just want to be able to be a positive light in the world. So with that, super fired up for today. If I don't look like it, it's because the last couple nights have been pretty sleepless. So forgive me if I get some yawning in or something like that, but I'm going to try to power through and we're going to get it done. But so the last couple days, squeaky chair. The last couple days have really opened up my eyes to why mentorship is important. And I talk about mentorship all the time, and so many other marketers do as well. But I actually have a couple points that I don't see talked about very often. And I don't know if that's because people don't know or if they don't care to talk about it. But, I definitely want to cover those. I'm also realizing that I'm missing a very crucial part of my deal here. Forgive me for that. Boom, little ticker right there. Look at that. So mentorship and leadership. So we're going to start off with mentorship, right? And the reason I'm starting off with mentorship is because mentorship really does come a lot before leadership, because to be a good leader, you have to first be a good follower. And it's really hard to be a follower if you don't have someone to follow, right? So one of the things when it comes to mentorship is, and we're going to talk about two things, right? The power of a mentor and the power of a leader. So number one, the power of a mentor. And this is something that this weekend, my wife and I and a couple of members of our team, we were down in Louisville, Kentucky for a leadership conference. So of course, fitting that this is the topic for this week. But one of the things that they talked about, which really stood out to me, was the power of a mentor. And one of the things that they really, drove home was the fact that mentors actually help you discover yourself. Mentors aren't there to just tell you what to do and, say, oh, I've done this before, go do it. Mentors are there to really push you forward and help you find out who you really are deep down inside. We all have those people down inside that just want to get out, right? They're just bursting to get out. And nobody really knows how to draw that power out of them, how to draw that beacon of light out. And so, that's what mentors, the number one thing that they do is they inspire and motivate and drive people to look deep within themselves and draw out that power. The reason they do that, the reason they do that is because they've been through the trenches, right? They've done the things that you want to do, or, because that's normally when you're going to find a mentor, you're going to find someone in your field, right? So when you look at that, one of the ways that they help you find yourself is, number one, is they help you get your mind right. they're not just there to help you learn how to do business things and whatever. A good mentor is well-rounded in a case that they're going to help you understand your own mind, your own feelings. They're going to help you learn how to push yourself, how to really get out of your comfort zone, how you can really get into that growth zone, even just a little bit, right? And so when they're going through and they're helping you with your mindset, they're helping you open your mind and be more self-aware. That in turn will start inspiring you to do things that you normally wouldn't do. And then they can start teaching you from their experience. And so think about that from a logistical standpoint, right? Like a flow is your mentor initially is there to really inspire you. You know, they're there to help you discover yourself. They're there to give you that mindset, kind of flow you through. And then the idea behind that is they're going to start teaching you from experience, because now they've prepared you for that experience that they're going to start pouring into you. Because imagine drinking from a fire hose, right? Like, you know, you can go drink from a cup of water, you know, you can get a cup of water and you can drink your cup of water, or you can drink from a fire hose. Which one is going to be more, more refreshing, right? Is probably the cup of water, because you can choose your pace. You can drink it a little bit, you know, take sips here and there. But imagine if someone's like, oh, you're thirsty? Boom, here's a fire hose. It's really not going to go well. You're just going to be overwhelmed, too much information, your mind and your heart, and everything is just not ready for it. So that's why that's important. But then that's where the magic comes in, is once they start teaching you from their experience, they can get into some of those deeper topics. They can start giving you hope. They can start inspiring you for what's to come in the future. They can start teaching you how to dream, how to have goals, how to keep yourself motivated, how to have consistency. And so from a mentorship capacity, right, it's all about the teaching moments. It's all about how do you become a better version of yourself. And so one of the things, like my wife and I, what we do with people is we help them be a better version of themselves in their life before we really dig in and start teaching them all about business. We do business stuff in between there as well, but that's something that we do with our team members and our clients, is we help them be a better version of themselves for, you know, maybe they're married and have kids, so a better spouse, a better parent, a better friend. Maybe they're single people, so then it's a better brother, sister, daughter, you know, whatever the case may be. And because we have learned over the years of being involved in our team and being involved in the marketing world, that if your life isn't together and your life isn't, you know, on a good path, your business isn't going to go anywhere either. If your life is in shambles, your business will be in shambles. So you really got to get yourself right. And that's what a mentor is there to do. And so the power of a mentor is to really get you to be the person you need to be to start growing into that leadership role. You know, mentors don't want to mentor you forever. You know, I mean, obviously a lot of good mentors will be there for you, but they don't want to be in those trenches and like trying to, you know, every week going through a phone call and go, oh, yep, Josh is having another off week and we need to write his brain again. Like, you got to learn, you got to be able to pick up on those things, because eventually they want you to be the leader. They want you to be the mentor. They want you to be the person that goes and teaches people. And that's exactly where the next point comes in, is the power of a leader. And this is where I think it gets really powerful, because people don't really think about the leadership aspect. They think mentorship, but they don't realize that mentorship and leadership are two very different things. You're talking apples and oranges, right? Because you can be a mentor, like a really good mentor, but a terrible leader, and vice versa. You can be a terrible mentor, but a great leader. And a lot of people go, well, that doesn't make sense, Josh. Like, what are you talking about? That aren't those things like meshed together? No, they're not. Because, and I'll give you a good example. I work for one of the biggest tech companies in the world. Some of you know what it is, some of you don't. If you want to know, we can talk later. But I work for one of the biggest tech companies in the world, and they have great mentors, people who are experienced, who've been through the trenches, who've done a lot of the really tough work, and they can onboard the best engineers, no problem, hands down. These guys know how to teach, but there's a problem. They are talkers and not doers, because most of these guys have worked themselves up the ranks that they are teachers. And then when it comes to actually leading people down the path, they just go, well, I gave you all the materials. Go back and look at the videos. Go back and look at the materials. Go look at the documentation. That's not leadership. That's being basically a teacher, and there are some teachers in the school world that are great mentors and leaders, but there are also some that are just a teacher. They read from the textbook, they tell you what to do, and then they sit back and read their book and eat their apple and whatever the case is, And if you're a teacher on here, I'm not dissing your job, okay? I'm just saying that there are teachers like that are good mentors, and they help teach people how to do things, but they don't actually lead people down the path. So let's talk about what constitutes a good leader. So number one, a good leader isn't afraid to get in the trenches with you. A good leader is more than happy to jump in and say, you know what? You're struggling right now. Let's do this together. And I'm sure everybody's seen the pictures of like the leader helping pull the rope, and the boss or the manager sitting on top and pointing, saying, do this, do this. That's so true. A good leader will actually get down in there, grab that rope and say, all right, let's do it together. You're struggling. I can see it. Let's get down in there. Let's figure out what's wrong. That's exactly what my mentor has done for us so many times. Is they've turned around and said, you know what? I see you're struggling. Let's do some role playing. Or you know what? You don't want to make that phone call. You're having a rough time. How about we get on there and, I'll make the phone call and you can listen in. Or let's do a 3-way call, or let's get on a group call, or whatever the case is, right? They're so willing to get in there and just do it with you because, number one, they've been there before. That's where the mentorship comes in. But number two, they're still doing what you're doing. And they are not afraid to do it again and again and again, to continue to build their team, to continue to build the confidence, to continue to really put out the best quality that they can out of you, right? Like they're leading you to a place where they no longer have to do that, but they'll still be there if you need it. And that's number one about being a good leader. They're not afraid to jump in. Another thing about being a good leader, the power of a leader is, we kind of talked about this already, but they would not expect you to do anything that you wouldn't do themselves, or that they wouldn't do themselves. Wow, I really messed it up. Sorry. Rewind, go back. They would not expect you to do something they wouldn't do themselves. There you go. Right? Like they would not expect you to go in and they're not going to tell you like, hey, go shovel that pile of manure over there, and them sit back and be like, I wouldn't do that. That's a dirty job. No, they're going to get right in there and they're going to help you because they would never expect you to do something they wouldn't do themselves. That's another quality of a good leader. Another, big power of a leader thing is their sole purpose as a leader is to help you succeed. A leader is never going to stand on your shoulders and go, look at me, I'm successful. They're going to actually put you on their shoulders and go, look at this person, they're successful. And everybody's going to praise them. And you know what's going to happen? And I see this all the time. I saw it this weekend when we were at our conference, is these leaders put their people on their shoulders and go, look at them. And then when those people get up on stage, they go, look at my leader. It's called edification. A good leader will edify the people that they're leading. They will make them look better. They will make them be the ones in the spotlight, because they're really truly the ones who are the successful part of the team. And that leader doesn't just sit back and go, oh, guys, look at me. I'm so great. Look at all the people that I've led. They're going to sit back and go, don't look at me. I didn't do this. They did this. Because the thing is, it's all about gratitude, right? I'm grateful for all the people in my life. And Civil, that's so nice. Look at this, guys. Civil, grateful for the great leaders I have in my life. And that includes you, Josh. Thank you. That's really, I really appreciate that. And here's the thing, right? Like, I would never expect somebody to say that about me. I would never ask for that. I would never go out and say, hey guys, can you come on my live and say something nice about me? Like, oh yeah. No, like that's awesome. But you know what? That woman right there has gone through a lot. I have been there and talked to Civil when she's gone through some of the hardships that she has in the past months. And I will tell you all right here, that is one strong woman, because she has gone through some things that most people would never even dream of in their lives. And she still picks herself back up. She still gets back in the trenches. She still pushes herself to do what she's passionate about. And that right there is a true leader in the making, if not already one right there. But, either way, so we're talking about, right, like their sole purpose is for you to succeed. Your success is their success. A leader isn't going to be successful unless they can properly lead people. So, that's a big point right there. But the biggest thing, the first point obviously is they're not going to be, expecting you to do something that they wouldn't do. They're going to get in the trenches with you. But the biggest thing is there's no ulterior motives. A leader does not come to you and say, I'll lead you if, or I'll lead you but, or I'll lead you only if you do this thing. And yes, there is some people, and I will say that I do this for people as well. You have to have balance, right? Like you can't just mentor and lead everybody for free. It's just, that's a terrible business model. So you be creative and you tell people like, hey, I would love to mentor you. I would love to lead you. I would love to help you become a better person, but I can't do it for nothing. Like I'm running a business. I run a for-profit business, right? So here's the deal. I'm not going to make you sign up in my team and then make you pay me to mentor you. Instead, if you sign up on my team, I mentor you. I help train you to be a leader. We go through John Maxwell trainings. We go through trainings with our mentorship and leadership program that we get through our network marketing opportunity. We have all these things that we do. And, we take all that together and we bring that to our online marketing, and we take that experience and we take that information and we take that leadership capacity and we pour that into the people that we bring onto our teams online. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be building email lists. It could be doing the, multiple streams of income stuff, whatever it is. That's what we do, because the thing is that, yes, I would love to just spend all day, every day, just helping people, mentoring people, giving them the opportunity to be better. But at the end of the day, we have to also think about our families and stuff like that. And Maddie, what's up? It's been so long. I don't see you that often. We've also gone a little bit, separate ways in our journey, but I love seeing your content. It's awesome. And and then Civil, she said she's live from Saskatoon. Sorry, I can't see Saskatoon without thinking of what is that, Grown Ups? But I think that's Grown Ups. Yeah, the Adam Sandler movie when they're all at the pool. But anyways, so here's the thing, right? We've got the power of a mentor and the power of a leader. And when you look at the power of a mentor, there's someone who's going to teach, who's going to pour into you, but they're also going to help you find yourself, right? They're going to help you bring out that light. Oh, sweet. We got Bridget on here too. Bridget, love to see you. And so, there's that. And then you have the power of a leader, someone who's going to get in the trenches with you, help you move along in your business and your life. They're not going to expect you to do things that they wouldn't do themselves. They're more than happy to get in there and show you how it's done, to, show you exactly the right ways to do things. And they're going to be more than happy to edify you in your success with no expectation in return. Those two things together is like the ultimate power. Now, I'm not perfect. My wife and I, we definitely have our moments. And I'm just going to do a quick little plug here that this weekend, we've made a couple crucial mistakes in our life. And, we put some people in danger without meaning to put people in danger. And, we had a couple things that happened on our travel back from conference, and we were trying to miss a storm, and we took somebody a different way, and it ended up driving us right through the storm, and it was just terrible. We were on snow-covered and ice-covered roads. I'm actually going to do a post tomorrow about it. So, definitely going to be talking about it tomorrow a little bit. But, the big thing is we put somebody in a situation that was dangerous driving and we feel terrible. We made mistakes, right? But leaders and mentors aren't perfect. The thing is that we want to help you be better, but we make mistakes too, and even times where I've made promises to people that I couldn't keep because I had big visions and big goals. And I said, yeah, I totally can get this done. And then it doesn't get done in the time frame that I wanted it to get done. Again, the power of a mentor and a leader is not perfection. The power of a mentor and a leader is to take our experience, our skills, our life essence, and pour it into you to make you a better person. And so that's exactly what we're focusing on. Our 2021 goals, and I think I mentioned this a little bit before too, but our 2021 goals is to help other people be better. And, I have this shirt on today specifically for this reason, is be better, do better, spread better. And so it is an exclusive shirt. You can't buy it online. It's from our mentorship organization, from LTD. That's the diamond there. So, but here's the thing. That's our goal for anybody that's listening, anybody that is curious. We just want people to be better, and we want to help people get better, and we want to push people to be better versions of themselves. And we're not going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have issues where, we might have miscommunications. We might butt heads a little bit, but our whole goal is to push you to be who you truly deserve to be. And we want to help you live a better life, even if that doesn't, that might not mean making tons and tons of money. That might just mean helping you figure out how to budget better, helping you figure out how to parent better, helping you figure out how to be a better friend, whatever it may be. That's all we're here for. So I'm actually going to put something down below, and you can check it out if you want. Just a little bit about us and a little bit about what we're looking for the kind of people that we want to run with. And, it is designed to be kind of an all-encompassing thing. So we have many different things that we work on. So let's get on a call. Let's talk it out. Let's figure out what works to help you out and, take you down that path. And, if it doesn't work out, great. It's not a big deal. We're not going to be upset about it, but we just want to be able to give people that opportunity. So that's all I've got. Just a quick recap. We talked about mentorship and leadership, the power of a mentor, the power of a leader. And if you want to hear more about that, rewind back, go back, hit the replay, listen to those tips. And if you have any questions, you can find me on Messenger. My wife, Katie Schonert, is also on Facebook. You can find her as well. And we hope to hear from you soon. And we will see you next week with a whole different topic, because we're gonna stick on the February theme of doing some mentorship and leadership, but we're gonna go a little bit different way on that. So have a wonderful night. I appreciate you all being here. John, Bridget, Civil, Maddie, all of you, love you guys, and we'll see you soon.